Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and this is one of the first EverQuest videos I've done in a while covering one of my favorite leveling locations in Old Commonlands. Now this is part of the Seeds of Destruction expansion, and the easiest way to get here is through Plane of Knowledge. You'll hail the Herald of, I can't even remember what he is, but hail him, say time, and then you'll be ported to the Plane of Time. Go a little bit around the big central pillar in Plane of Time, click on the Void portal to go to the Void, and then from here you'll be able to go to Bloody Kithethicor, and then from there you'll be able to go to Old Commonlands. And this is a great location for players who are level 80 to about 93. 93 would be pushing it. Most of the mobs would go green at that point, and up to about 2k AAs. You'll be getting about 10% a kill for each throughout your AAs. I was playing on Feronia V, and I know Feronia V has an experience bonus, and I was getting about 15% a kill, maybe a little bit more than that at some points, and this location is definitely by far one of my favorite locations to level up. Mainly because the obliteration mobs here, the ones that we're going to be killing, you can pull a lot of them at one time, as I do in the video, without having to worry about dying. They don't hit very hard, they don't summon, which is why a lot of rangers come here to headshot the mobs, which is actually going to be pretty much your only competition in this area. And rangers are quite rude, at least on my server. They'll come into this zone, and they'll just start stealing your camps. They don't really give a shit about you. You can ask them to stop. Some rangers are polite enough to stop and will stop. Other rangers will ask you, once they, enter the zone and they see another player's here, they'll ask, where are you at, what are you doing, so they know where to go and what not to kill, so they don't interfere with your killing. But a lot of the times, if you just stay true to your camp, if you were here first, and you kill the mobs in this area of the Commonlands, they'll back off, and they'll leave without you having to ask them to, and all of that fun stuff. There's a gray line, or whatever you'd like to call it, a thin line, whatever the old saying is, when it comes to this, because Sony doesn't recognize camps and they won't ban the player for being in this area. But if the ranger does start headshotting the mobs you're killing, then that's a bannable offense, because that's kill stealing. So whether or not you'd like to report them, that's completely up to you. But hopefully this won't be too much of a problem. And if it does, if Ranger comes in and starts killing all of your stuff, you can always move to the, I'm pretty sure it's eastern portion of Commonlands. There's pretty much obliteration camps throughout all of Old Commonlands for you to just kill at. And there's no way a Ranger can headshot the entire zone. So that's definitely something worth keeping in mind. So in this location, you're going to be making about 20 plat a kill, and that's just from the money that the mobs drop. They also drop lots of cultural items, trade skill items, defiant gear, which you'll be able to sell on a trader if you do run a trader. If not, maybe give it to your pet if you have a pet, mage pet, beast lord pet, anything like that. It'll buff up their stats a little bit. Or you, like I said, just vendor if you don't run a trader or anything like that. But I do recommend you run a trader at pretty much no matter who you are, especially now with the Reign of Fear expansion. You can run them in offline mode. You won't be able to play a character at the same time, but you won't have to leave your computer on all night, which is very nice. Also, there's one named at each of the obliteration camps that do drop gear. Some of that gear that they drop is worth up to 5k plat a piece. It's all attunable gear. So you will be able to offload it in the bazaar. It's not like I can only sell it on Feronia V, because it's usually no drop on other servers. It's attunable, so you definitely will be able to sell it no matter what server you're on. And actually on the other servers, it'll be worth more than it would be worth on Feronia V, and probably sell faster due to the fact that on Feronia V you also have no drop gear that will sell, with the attunable gear. So it lowers the attunable gear's price, in other words, is what I'm trying to say. There's tons of good vendor trash from this farming location. You're going to get diamonds. You're going to get tons of stuff from this farming location. Raw diamonds, blue diamonds, normal diamonds. There's another type of gem that you get from here, but I can't really recall it right now. But it's a Seeds of Destruction indigenous gem, pretty much. I show you the location on the map in the very first area. All of the obliteration camps are over to the western portion of the zone. One thing you got to remember is there's a camp to the north. Well, the camps you're going to be killing, rather, are the camp around the entrance of the zone, the camp to the northern area of the zone, and there's also camps surrounding the lake, which is in the western southern end of the zone. Pretty much all of these camps are where we're going to be killing mobs throughout our time here. Depending on how many AAs you are, what your gear is like, the class you are, and all of that fun stuff, you should be able to handle about 4 to 7 of these obliteration mobs at one time. The main thing you're going to have to watch out for is the patrols. There's patrols that walk around that have 4 obliteration mobs in them, and they will, if they add on to you while you're already killing a lot of obliteration mobs to start with, you know that's really going to put a damper on your day pretty fast. So definitely watch out for the patrols, and also check to see if there's any named mobs before you start pulling the camp. These mobs won't aggro you unless you attack them first, no matter how many you kill. You can't lower your faction enough with them to where they will start aggroing you. They will always be indifferent to you and only attack you when you attack them. It doesn't matter. You can even sit in the camp, go AFK in the camp. It does not matter one bit. The only thing that is worth mentioning, though, is that mobs, the bears, cats, any of the animals that walk around in this area are, I can't remember the exact way to say it, but they will attack you if you're attacking the obliteration mobs. They're like socially aggressive, so if they see you attacking the obliteration mobs, they will attack you. That's definitely something you want to keep in mind when killing in this area, and also one reason rangers do sometimes dislike headshotting in this zone, because you know, you can't headshot the animals, so if they attack you while you're actually attacking the obliteration mobs, you know, that could really put a damper on your day. So aside from that, I definitely recommend you pick up all of the cultural and trade skill items that are in this area. I have a long list of them on my website, which there's a link to my website in the description of every video. If you mouse over the EverQuest box from the drop down, just click on EverQuest AA leveling locations, and in there you will be able to find the obliteration mobs, the long list of them, the camp and stuff like that. And sorry, I got distracted. My cat's like freaking out on the cat tower behind me. And that's pretty much all there is to this leveling and farming location. I strongly recommend this farming location. I grinded about 1.5k AAs here on my Beast Lord, as well as about 3 levels. It is by far one of my favorite locations to do, and hopefully it can become one of your favorite locations to do as well. So that's pretty much all there is to say about this location. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe for future EverQuest videos. I'll catch you guys around, and as always, good luck and happy hunting.